We have Miss Brooke Schofield.
Woo! The problem is, in the moment, I did not think he was ugly at all. Well, he faked the death of his entire family and was pretending to be Australian.
I didn't know pretending to be Australian.
Not real.
Okay, good. Bye.
Yeah, miss you.
No, we don't.
At all.
At all.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Pretty basic.
You guys probably already know that I'm going to Japan with REMI and her parents. I've never been so excited to crash a vacation trip. The best part of vacation is the shopping before the vacation, let's be real. It's part of the vacation ritual. Macy's is having their iconic Friends and Family sale on April 25th through May 5th.
If there's something that you've been eyeing on the Macy's website or in store, this is the best time to get it because there are sales up to 30% off on brands that never go on sale like Levi's, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Nike, Gap, Hotel Collection. Hotel Collection, I didn't know. Lego and more. Literally, the boots that I'm wearing in today's episode are from Macy's. My favorite wide calf boots I've ever owned. My favorite boots I've ever owned in my life. And they're wide calf and from Macy's. And again, to all my wide calf girlies, get some now.
Oh my God. And we all know I love Nike. Since our flight is going to be really long, maybe I can find something super comfortable to wear for the plane ride. Rem, we should match. That would be so fun.
We should.
I would love that.
Matching tracksuits and wide calf boots.
I would love it. I also have a few family members over in Japan. I talk about them a lot. So I'm thinking of, getting them a few beauty products too, since the Friends and Family sale will be 15% off beauty, makeup, and so much more.
I was recently on their website and was looking at their jackets because we all know how much I love a good jacket, but I knew the sale was coming up, so I'm so excited to see what is going to be on the sale. The best part of shopping on Macy's.com is not only are you getting the best deals, you also get free shipping at $25.
Let us know what you get during the Macy's Friend and Family sale. Give us a little haul. I'm nosy and I want to know what you guys get. Shop the Macy's Friends and Family sale and shop online at Macy's.com or in store on April 25th through May 5th. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Pretty Basic. And we have a pretty awesome guest who we've been wanting for a long time on this. We have Miss Brooke Schofield.
Woo! You guys, I'm so excited. I've always wanted to come on Pretty Basic. I'm such a fan.
We love you. Are you kidding? We're obsessed with you. So thank you for coming on today.
I'm like, thank you for having me.
We obviously we're like still we're gonna have you and Tana both on.
Yes.
Oh, I
would love to have both of you on, but I'm excited to have just you because I feel like we know each other, but I'm like I want to be friends.
I know. I want to be friends too. We went to Taylor Swift together.
We did. Oh my God, that was a bonding moment. Honestly, trauma bonded.
It
for
was.
life,
Where
I would
were you,
say.
Remy?
Which one was this?
The
the
yeah,
Rare
you got
Beauty
to go to
one?
Eras tour multiple times.
I did go a couple times, but I didn't get to go to any of the LA shows. I went to the opening night show, though, I will say, which was incredible, but at the same time, too overwhelming because I couldn't absorb everything. Like, I didn't know what was happening.
The second night, Love Wellness.
Oh,
That's the one.
yes.
Which
it was
that
so
was
amazing.
sick because that was like the owner's suite of SoFi.
like owner of SoFi. I go, are you guys sure? Like when they invited me, I'm like, wait, there's no way.
That's insane.
I was like, budget?
what kind of food did they serve?
And
all
I
the
forget,
food.
So
I
much
remember, I think we can say this. I remember talking to someone who worked on the brand side and they're like, the only reason we were able to get this is because the owner also owns Walmart or something like that. And
were
Love
doing a
Wellness
collab with
just,
Walmart.
or they
Did
were
it?
yeah, they just did a huge thing with Walmart. So like it was able to figure out, and I was like, that's insane.
Do you know what surprise songs you guys got? Do we remember?
I
We
forget.
got our song,
Oh yeah.
which was crazy.
I would die.
I don't remember what the other one was. The other one
forget.
was like one I wasn't familiar with, and everyone slid up on my story, and they were like, "There's no way you got that one."
And you're like, there is actually no way.
And like that, it's crazy for me to be like not familiar with any Taylor Swift song, but I just wasn't.
Are you a big Swiftie, though, normally?
I'm a huge Swiftie, but I have like entire albums that I've like completely put on the back burner.
What are the ones that are
can't
on the
tell
front
you.
burners?
I'm afraid. Oh, on the front burners.
Yeah, I need to know the faves.
Oh, I don't know. But the problem with me, is it's not really album. It's like particular songs on each.
That's me.
That's fine. Favorite song?
Oh, favorite song, All Too Well, 10-minute version.
Of course. That's
obviously.
everyone's default, of course.
But I also like, oh God, it just depends on what I'm feeling at the time. And it's so crazy because I'll like have some that I'm like, oh my God, I just like related to that so much. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, cause it'll be like back to December. And I was like 11. I'm like,
No, you didn't.
what are you talking about? You relate to that
But
song.
we all have done that. Like, especially when we were younger, it's like you act like you got broken up with this. You'd never been in a
Oh,
relationship in
yeah.
your life. And you're like, oh my God, how could you cheat on me and all these things?
It's so funny. I like hear songs, like I heard like the song Breathe by Anna and Alec. Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
I heard it the other day and I was like, what was I crying about this to when I was 9?
And it's like you didn't even it's weird now re-listening to those types of songs that you're like, oh, I actually have never listened to the lyrics from an older perspective.
No way I knew what this even meant.
When Reputation came out, I made Delicate about my life. And then listening to it now, I'm like, this didn't pertain to me at all.
I don't. Sometimes
would
I'll think like
sob.
something was a love song, and I'm like, wait, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that's so. I'm trying to think of examples, but I'm blanking right now.
I just had Olivia Rodrigo's song, her new song,
Obsessed?
"Scared of My Guitar."
Oh.
It's like, I heard it the first time and I thought it was a love song, and I'm listening to it now and I'm like, if someone wrote this about me, I would cry.
You're like, oh.
I've heard she like actually really the only love song she has is the All American. What is the new one that she just dropped? He's so American. Whatever that one is.
wait, So
That's
American.
Like, yes, that's her only love song. Like every other song is a breakup song. I was like, wait,
She's
that's
just like me for real.
So
I'm
real.
like, no happy songs,
No.
only bad songs.
I do love a breakup song though.
Me too. Well, I just have too many breakups. Not even breakups, but I'm like, I'm not writing any sort of love songs. I'm not writing songs in general, but
I mean, if your album would be amazing.
if I had like
If you were a
any
songwriter.
talent, I would. Oh my god, I would love for
Any
it to be that.
any talent, give yourself more credit.
No,
Okay.
but like if I could, like, God, I wish I were good at something like that, because it's like it's really so special. Like imagine being Taylor Swift.
I know.
I
mean, at least you have
know.
stories for your podcast, which is in a way an art.
I do love like a good story tell situation.
Yeah. Oh my
I think
God.
you really are talented though. I hope you know.
Thank you.
Every like you're so quick with it. You're so witty. You're so smart. Like every podcast you go on, like I've watched your vlogs since like the beginning of the vlogs, honestly, but I love how much. I'm so sorry. I'm so slow right now. We're coming back from Coachella. I'm just letting everyone know.
I'm on a delay.
I know what I'm saying. It's just, it's not coming out.
I
But
get that.
love that you're getting your flowers because you deserve it and no one deserves it more than you do.
God, thank you. And coming from you, you're my comfort creator. I literally watch you all day long.
One
Just
time,
cooking.
you messaged me and you're like, you said something so nice, and we hadn't met. This is like officially our first time meeting, I believe, in person. But in this was a long time ago though, and you like said something nice, and I replied back, and you had just broken up with, can I say Clinton King?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, gorgeous. You gone live about it, and so I replied back, we've never met, and I was like, just know I'm here for you. And I was like, that was so fucking weird, Remy. You don't know this girl. She probably
No,
thinks you're
it was
such a
so nice.
weirdo.
First of all, I do that to people all the time.
Okay, good.
Like,
Thank you. I've
I
thought about
feel
it.
that energy
I've thought
from
about it
both of
like every day since. I'm
no,
sorry.
you should. I did it to somebody yesterday. Like
good.
I think Stassi Baby posted like a video about how she was going through it, and I
I saw,
messaged her and I was like,
yeah.
I'm thinking about you. She's probably like, why?
No, it's sweet. Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better because I'll be like doing the dishes or in the shower, and I'm like, that was so.
No,
weird. She
I
probably
love
thinks you're
that.
so
I love
weird.
that, and I love you.
I love you so much. And again, I'm just so proud of you and so excited for you. The vlogs are incredible.
Oh yeah.
Everything's been
I need to get-
amazing. The
Do you
podcast.
guys edit your own vlogs?
No, I have help.
Okay.
We'll like have someone help rough cut it, and then we'll do final touches to
Yes.
it, which help time a lot. But it is hard because it's like your voice and your personality, and it's like in your head when you're vlogging. I don't know if you do this, but I picture the edits in my head. Like I'm like, oh, that'll be a funny punch in. But then like it's hard to relay that to an editor because I'm like in my head it's gonna be one way, and then you know.
And you have to hope that they have the exact same sense of humor as you
Totally.
do. And every single time I've done it so far, I've been unhappy with it, and then I end up redoing it myself.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd almost rather maybe I need to find the right person.
You should
but,
try the half. It's nice to have someone rough cut it so they take it from like an hour footage down to like 20 or 15.
Oh,
and
bold
then
of you to
can,
assume I would ever have an hour of footage.
I'm like 30 minute, whatever it is.
I pretty much include like everything I record because it's like I just don't even have enough. That's
Oh,
why
well, then it's
mine
easier.
feel like
Really?
lazy, but it's also like that's just how my life is.
It doesn't feel like that though. Everything feels very intentional, and they're genuinely my favorite vlogs out there.
Thank you.
That and Alisha Marie vlogs. Of course.
I know you're a superstar.
I don't miss them. I don't.
No, and I feel so bad because like I feel like I should watch all of yours.
No, today I texted her. I was like, oh, I don't know if you watched this vlog. And she was like, I mean, I didn't, but my
Well,
vlog.
you're so consistent. How often do you post?
Thank you. I've been trying to post like 3 to 4 times a week. I've been trying.
No, I can't. I know. I know.
But it's just because I'm a
posted in a
yapper.
month.
I'm a yapper. It's been a month? Really?
Me? I
Yeah.
haven't posted in a month. I haven't posted since before tour because I don't have my tour vlog. Well, actually, I posted a haul, but like,
Speaking of tour, how was it?
I can't wait.
Are you feeling okay after the girl ran the stage?
yeah. Honestly, that like I should feel like really concerned about that, but I wasn't. I was like, I have like no will to live. I don't know what was going on.
Your tenacity and will to live.
Seriously, I don't know if you guys saw the clip. Like she's literally in my lap. I was like,
No, Tana running and you staying there was so funny.
but it's so like it's such a reflection of like who we are.
Yeah.
Because she's super paranoid. Because she's had a lot like
Oh my
more
God.
crazy like scary situations like stalkers and stuff. I'm like, come and get me.
It was fight or flight in a video, like truly. But I would react the same way. Like watching you, like that happen. That's me when an earthquake happens. I'm just like, well, it's either my time to go or it's gonna end. Like it's totally fine. That's
well,
how
it's
I
also
am.
like I have blind trust in everybody. I literally thought that woman must be bringing me a water bottle.
I feel like that my reaction would be like, is this a joke or like ha like I like
Yeah, well, and I was like laughing, and then I just looked up, and she was here. So I was like, "What am I gonna do?"
Did you even see Tana running? Did you like did you only see it after like watching the video?
Yeah,
back?
I honestly, I was also drunk. So
Mood.
Beautiful.
yeah, I don't remember. But no, tour was so amazing. It was so fun and exhausting, but like worth it.
How many stops did you guys do?
I'm not sure how many cities, but we did 36 or 35 shows in 36 days.
That's
Damn.
insane.
It was crazy, but most of those were double, like 2 shows in a night. So like we'd have days off in between.
I've
So,
never
like,
done that. Do you like that? The 2 shows in a night? I know it's cheaper overall because if you're already booking out the venue, it's like cheaper to do 2 shows that way.
But ideally, like in a perfect world, we would just do one bigger venue.
Yeah.
Like, which I would love. And I think that's what we're going to do for this third leg. But it was kind of hard in the beginning because we didn't know how quickly they would sell. So
I'm
like,
sorry, leg. And then you're like, I don't have a talent. Yeah, this third leg.
No, I know. It's so crazy too because I like touring. Well, first of all, podcasting is so new, or at least like for me. And I never thought in life I would tour for anything.
Well, and
it's
we
like,
didn't
why
grow
would
up
I?
with it, you know?
And so like podcasting was one thing, but now touring, I'm like, wait, what? I've never even pictured this in my head because I couldn't. Like, why? What would I be doing?
For sure. Yeah.
So it's so cool. I feel like Justin Bieber or something, but
No,
Oh my
and like
God.
people are coming and screaming your name. Like you guys sold the tickets so fast. You had to do like second shows,
yeah,
right?
It was
For
really,
the days.
it was really cool and just unexpected. It was amazing.
Wait, I have to apologize though that you couldn't go to Bora Bora.
It's okay. Did you go?
No.
Wait, did you go? You went before
went the
because
first time.
you were one of like the OG Tart Trick
We
people.
both went and like, oh my God, it was one of the best things. It's one of my favorite places ever. And when I heard you guys were going on tour, I was like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
so sorry.
I know. I like,
It'll
I'm
happen.
trying in my head. I'm like, okay, I'll have another opportunity, but like, when am I going to have another opportunity to go all expenses paid on a private jet? to
They'll
Bora
take you
Bora?
next time. I'm sure they'll
Put
do
it
it
out
again.
there.
They
Put
keep
it out
doing
there.
it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's worse places I could have been for sure.
Wait, where were you guys when Bora Bora was going on? Like Minnesota, Milwaukee?
It was like Idaho or something.
Yeah, of
no,
course.
actually, I've never
Love
even been to
it.
Idaho. It was somewhere random.
somewhere middle America.
Yeah.
That's so fun. So for the third leg, do you guys have it all like planned out already? You're going to do the same areas or different areas?
No, we're doing, so we missed a lot of cities and a lot of people, like a lot that people were mad about. So
Yeah.
we're going to all of those. We're going to come to like the major cities. So like New York, LA, Vegas,
Oh my God.
Arizona.
Oh, the Vegas one.
crazy because it's
gonna
Tana's
be
hometown.
It's gonna be crazy.
I know. So I'm excited for Arizona because that's my hometown. And then obviously LA is going to be crazy.
Where in Arizona are you from?
Phoenix.
Oh, fun. And you went to college in Arizona, right?
Yeah, but I
What?
went to Tucson. I went to U of A.
U of A. That sounds fun.
It
I
was
feel like
so fun.
Arizona party's hard from what I know. Were you a sorority girl? What sorority?
Alpha Phi.
Ah, how fun.
It was so much fun.
I can't tell you what that means.
I'm
Alpha Phi is always
me
the
neither.
pretty
But
girl.
well, I was it's so funny because like as much as I want to make fun of it and stuff, I was so like subscribed to that. Like I was obsessed with it.
I liked it. I thought
And
it was
I went
fun.
to every event. I never missed anything. I was on exec. Like I was like,
Really?
I loved it.
No, like I was drinking the Kool-Aid when I was in it. It was really fun.
Me too.
I
Wait,
feel
what
like
sorority were you in?
Delta Gamma.
Oh my God, DG's. Oh my God, they have the best house at our school now because they redid it.
I will say though, like my school was kind of different. We didn't have housing. We didn't have any of that kind of stuff. So it felt like halfway, but like I know U of A and like a lot of the Arizona schools go hard.
Yeah, it's like the South. It's like all like a whole. There's Greek row. Everyone has like.
crazy.
I lived in 2 years and like 60 girls lived in the house. That's
so crazy. I love all the TikToks. You keep up with like the Bama Rush and stuff, I'm sure then.
Oh,
all the things.
100%. And now they're making them at like in my house at my sorority. So it's so interesting. It's interesting too. Like we didn't have TikTok. Like college feels so recent. The TikTok didn't exist.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because it's such a major part of my life now. But I'm like, I can't imagine having had TikTok when I was living there or doing that. Like I would have ate that up. First of all,
For
I
sure.
love your TikToks. You would have eaten that up.
but no, I would have been kicked out of my sorority.
Well, that's the other part of it. It's like, oh my God, it's so weird now because everything's everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah.
And you're not like I'm sure yours was like this too, where you're not allowed to say and do certain like most things. It's kind of like strange. You can't be photographed with alcohol.
A cup,
You can't like
a red cup. Hey girl. Hey girly, could you take this
Yeah,
down?
literally. I was also on exec, so I was like J-boarding people for that. So like if somebody was drinking in the house, like I had to literally like kick them out.
It was, I mean, I understand, but it was very intense all the time.
Yeah, but like God, I could never. The things I talk about online now, they do not claim me. I'm sorry for even saying Alpha Phi. Like,
But you went full alum and everything?
I didn't graduate, so I'm actually not an Alpha Phi alum.
Oh,
or a U of A alum.
I didn't
I'm sure there's a
graduate.
flag with your face on it.
Wait,
and like,
I'm on the composite, so it counts.
That counts. I was only in it for a year and then I dropped out.
Oh, really?
But all of my best friends were on exec board, so they let me go alum. And so I'll get like letters and things in the mail. I feel like a fraud. I do. But that
I
1 year I
feel like
had
a
was amazing.
They asked me if I would come speak, especially fraternities. Like they're always at risk of being kicked off. Almost every fraternity I like used to hang out at has been since kicked off. But there's like, oh my God, so many crazy things happen that it's like I'm surprised that no one I knew like really, really got like hurt or died.
I mean, it's crazy with all the hazing and things too.
Oh, yeah.
It
it's
goes
terrifying.
crazy. But yes, I love that you're an Arizona girl.
I love
It looks like a lot of fun.
it. Was so fun.
Okay, well, into the podcast now.
Oh, yay.
How have things been? You guys are fucking crushing it.
rushing.
Do you ever get nervous that like people are gonna come forward about things? Like when you guys are putting people on blast?
Like, what do you mean come forward?
Well, it's hard because when you have a podcast, like it feels like it's just us in this room. And then as you grow, which like you guys are huge, you start realizing, oh, anything I say, someone's gonna find that person. Like, no wonder you probably just say names because it's like people are gonna look it up and figure it out anyway, right?
Well, we really do try not to say names. I know sometimes we will, but I like at this point I'm going so far out of my way to like either throw people off or like deter people from looking for people because they really do. And like it'd be one thing if everyone was like going out of their way to find somebody and then just like remaining silent, but they will start messaging these people and harassing them and stuff, which I love you guys, but don't fucking do that. And so I had to like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, this tennis player I'm talking to, and he like just isn't a tennis player at all.
He's a bowler.
Yeah. Well, if I've ever said someone's name, they've done me so wrong.
And I love that you do that though.
Yeah.
But it's like I really have to be pushed there. Like I will go so far to protect people who like really have done me pretty wrong just for fear of like people getting like out of control bullying them and stuff. Because it's a lot of like harassment.
Damn.
But sometimes they just push it over the edge.
And it's like, what do you owe that person? You know?
Right.
Sometimes.
That's how I feel. But I also, in the same breath, I don't want people to be afraid of me ever. Like I don't want to like go into relationships and stuff and people are like fearful that I'm going to expose
Write a song
them.
about them.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
always
Taylor
say like
Swift.
I always say like Taylor says like if guys don't want me to write bad songs about them then they shouldn't do bad things. But I also don't want like guys to just not date me because they're afraid that I'm going to expose them.
I get that.
But you like they shouldn't be. I feel like it like
Well, also,
same with Taylor. I feel like
don't
she
do
probably
bad
thinks
things.
that, and I think the same. Like I've thought about that a lot where I'm like, I wonder if people are worried to date her because of that, but also she's Taylor Swift and they should be honored and men should be honored to date you as well.
Yeah, you have to do something really bad though. Like there's plenty of people that like people don't even know about.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's what the live shows are for. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. I don't.
You're like, plot twist.
I know. Wait. Okay. I do want to talk about the Clinton Kane thing. Can we?
No, we can. We can.
Will you give our listeners a little backstory in case they don't know?
Yes. So I was dating a singer. He was someone who I was a fan of. I like had listened to his music. He has like really sad like love songs.
I have to say, I stopped listening to. I loved the songs too, and then I heard everything. I was like, I can't listen anymore.
Thank you.
I can't
You're a real one. Yeah. So I was like a fan of his. He had like these beautiful love songs. Like people use them at their weddings and stuff. I was like, oh, like what a sweetheart. And I like had started dating him. He had just lost his mom, dad, brother all in the same year. So I was like, God, this man's been through so much. We immediately start dating. We're like very, it's like quickly onset, very serious, really quickly. He's also Australian. 5 or 6 months into our relationship, I found out that he faked the death of his entire family and was pretending to be Australian.
Wait, I didn't know pretending to be Australian.
Yeah, that's not real.
No way.
How did you find out?
I found
It was
out
Facebook, right?
he went on the Zach Sang show, and I was like laying in bed with him, and he was like trying to get his manager to have the video deleted. And I just thought that was really strange. I was like, what is so like he's saying in the video that's so bad? And I watched the interview and he's like talking about his mom's funeral and like all this stuff. And then I read the comments and people were like, I literally went to high school with this guy. He is not from Australia. We don't know where this accent came from. Also, I saw his mom yesterday.
Stop.
And I'm like, uh-oh.
Also, Zach said, like, that's a big podcast.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. I don't know. Bless his heart. I'm like, how do you think that no one was going to find out? And then obviously I did the research. I looked his mom up and I cross-checked. She hadn't posted since before she was supposed to have died. So I was like, oh, like maybe she's dead. Not that I wanted her to be dead, but.
I mean,
But if information like that is told to you, obviously, yeah.
Right. So I went to every single one of her friends on Facebook and literally checked from the time that she was supposed to have died to then, like whether or not she liked photos. And she was liking things like as recently as like 4 days before that. So I was like, this woman is kicking.
That's genius, though. Those are some good FBI skills.
I had to because
That's
I was
impressive.
like, and also like there were so many other elements to it. Like he you know, he told me he grew up in an 8-bedroom house on the beach in Australia, and he grew up super rich, and you know, they had nannies and maids and all this stuff, and like none of that was even like close to being true.
I just can't imagine, like, how do you keep everything straight? You know what I mean?
He didn't.
Well, you can't.
He didn't.
That's the thing.
He
Yeah.
didn't. That was the problem, is like his mom had died like 3 different ways to me. I remember, I'm pretty sure the first time it was like she was like in a coma for a while, and then he had to pull the plug or something. And then later down the line, I made a joke. I was like, what if I just fell down these stairs right now? And he was like, how dare you?
No.
He was like, my mom died falling down the stairs.
After you found out the accent was fake, like, did you
it go away?
Well, the accent, I was like still all the way, even after we broke up, I'm like, is his accent real? It's not real.
Wait,
He's not from Australia.
I know, but like looking back now, was it a bad accent or was it
horrible.
pretty good?
You can,
That's what I was thinking.
I've since deleted like a lot of my videos just because I'm like, I don't want anyone to even look at him and be like, oh, she dated him. But you watch him back and people come, like one time I was with a guy friend of mine. He had claimed to be from Perth, Australia.
Okay.
And my guy friend, his mom is from there. And so he spends all this time there, and I put them on FaceTime with each
You're like,
other.
oh my God,
And
bond.
he started asking like, oh, where in Perth? And he couldn't answer. He like literally couldn't answer. He had no like information at all.
Yeah.
We hung up, and my guy friend, I just started dating him, and he said, your boyfriend's not from Perth. And I was like, oh, stop.
Yeah.
Like, you probably don't know about Perth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, I should have just listened to that guy like right then.
Imagine me being like, yeah, you don't know much about Arizona.
That's what it's like. If you were like, where are you from in Arizona? And I was like, I don't know.
Holy shit.
So
I
it's
did not
really,
know
and
that.
there were so many, like, it was just there. Like, I think of new lies every day. Like his car,
That's so
we
crazy.
got pulled over in his car and it wasn't his. Like, it's not registered in his name. And he told me he had 2 apartments and he didn't. And like, just so many lies that it was like, there's not one thing I knew about the guy.
I think
Yeah,
there's
that
like,
probably was the hardest part.
Like,
being
he's-
like, what was even real?
Oh,
Sorry.
it was horrible. And like, I talk about it really lighthearted and stuff now because it's been so long. But like, when that happened, I literally thought like my boyfriend died because I was like,
who are you?
who are you? Of course.
and that's such a strange feeling. I spent imagine you guys have spent all this time together and then you realize like, I don't know anything about this
It's
girl.
kind of like when someone cheats, you're like, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah,
like,
that,
what was
that
real?
Too. He
what-
also
what-
cheated the whole time.
Oh my fucking God.
I love that you air him out though. I really do.
Yeah, because like, well, I didn't want to for so long. That's another thing. Like,
Yeah, I remember
it's a
that.
good example of someone like I went to the ends of the earth to protect. I begged Tana to like never talk about that on the podcast. Actually, that was like Zach Sang is the one who initially, I never wanted
remember that too, yeah.
Never wanted it to be online. In fact, I was like going so far to try and like cover it up and make sure no one ever found out about it. Cause I was like, I didn't want his career to be ruined and stuff. Cause I like was brainwashed. I was just so unwell.
It's like Stockholm syndrome. to
It
some
was, and yeah, it was
degree.
it was so weird because I was like, all I was worried about was like people finding out and his career being over.
You guys know I'm obsessed with Caraway, and I'm resetting for the spring by incorporating non-toxic cookware. I recently made this delicious crispy chicken for Cal the other night using my frying pan, and I have 3 different sets that I bought myself. I have the cream, I have the hot pink, and I have the teal blue color, and they just all look so nice in my kitchen. Seriously, I love Caraway so much. I have their bakeware set. I use all of their fry pans, their saucepans, their pots. All of it is so good. And there's nothing more satisfying than finding a cute and cohesive cookware set. And I value that even more now considering how much I'm in the kitchen.
Yes, Miss Cooking with Remy. Rem is actually the one who sold me on getting these. I just recently got a gray set, and Ashley has also been loving them so much. This year I'm trying to order less meals via, the delivery services and make more meals at home. I feel like you save money and it's way healthier. I feel like having so many collections to explore. There's a Caraway for every cook, whether you are a chef like Remy or you're just a little girly like me who tends to eat out a lot. I've also seen Caraway all over my Instagram and with my friends using it. It's just like a staple for any home, and it comes in a very modern shades to fit any design aesthetic. An aesthetic cookware makes me want to actually cook even more.
It gives me the peace of mind that Caraway products are made without any toxic materials like PFAs, PTFE, PFOA, or any other hard to pronounce chemicals. And just as a reminder, their iconic cookware set comes with a saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan, plus lids for all of them, a canvas lid holder, and magnetic pan rack for storage. It's the ultimate kitchen setup and will save you $150 versus buying the items individually. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/prettybasic, you can take an additional 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/prettybasic or use code prettybasic at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
The new STARZ series, Mary and George, starring Julianne Moore and Nicholas Galitzine.
tells a story almost too outrageous to be true, but shockingly it is. With next to nothing to her name and looking to elevate her social standing, Mary Villers sets her handsome and charming son George on the path to seduce King James I and become his all-powerful lover. Trust me, you've never seen a mother-son duo like this before. This show is full of wit, scandal, action, and did I mention Julianne Moore? I mean, we all love Julianne Moore. She's so iconic. She's been in so many iconic roles and also just like seems like the nicest woman in the world. Something this audacious and sexy is as genre-bending as it gets. You won't be able to look away. Watch Mary and George only on STARZ and the STARZ app.
That's so nice of you, considering not only were you lied to, you were also cheated on.
So violently. And like, it was just so crazy, but Zach was the one who initially went online with it. And I was like, oh no.
I remember you were upset in the beginning with that, right? At Zach.
Very.
And then
and
now
it
are you
took
happy?
even then I was still kind of like, well, I really loved him and stuff. Now I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like way more like mentally healthy. But like at the time I was like, oh my God, I literally am grieving an imaginary person.
I think, he obviously has like a real problem. Like
Huge.
That's what's hard.
Really.
Okay, so that's another element too. I was like, I almost felt bad for it because I'm like, something is so wrong.
Yeah.
And I still feel that way.
I know all three of us care about mental health, so it's hard too when you're like, fuck, like I don't want to.
At what expense to me though?
Yeah.
Because like he didn't care
For
about my
sure.
mental health.
Yeah.
And here I am worried that like something's, he's gonna like go off the deep end or whatever. But like he didn't care about me.
Total tangent, but I feel like we're always doing advice like episodes and stuff. Do you have any advice for someone? Obviously, it's going to be a very different situation, but in a similar situation where like whether they were cheated on or like compulsively lied to, like what you wish someone could have told you then at that time, or like anything, where you were defending the like shit out of him for the longest time, or maybe you don't. It's fine if you don't.
No, it's just like, I don't know. So everyone would tell me all the time, like, trust me, like he does not deserve like for you to care about him at all. And like, I wish I like came to that sooner, because I'm like, God, like this was a horrible thing someone did to me, and like that, like you can't treat people like that and do that, and you shouldn't. I don't care what your mental health is like, you cannot treat people and like do horrible things to people and like expect no consequences. So don't protect people, don't like go out of your way to do nice things for people who don't care about you.
I've had a few compulsive liars in my life, and it's puzzling to watch, because I understand that they can't help it, but it's just like the smallest things.
Can they not help it though? Well, the problem is too, what I was bothered by, he like wouldn't try, like something was obviously really wrong with him, and he was using he'd be like, well, this is because I have like BP borderline and stuff, and so he'd be like, well, you're just crazy, like you just
gaslighting.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's really, really hard.
it's the best thing that could have happened to me now, because I'm so good now at like noticing
You
red
seem
flags and stuff.
great.
Oh, I'm mentally.
So like if you see a red flag, like are you like noted, watch out for this person? Do you tell your friend? Like what's that like?
I'm so much quicker about it now, because in the past, even with relationships before that, I'd like see the signs and I'd be like,
I can't read.
I can't see.
but now just because I know how bad that situation hurt me, and it could have been avoided if I had just paid attention. So now I'm so quick to be like, see you later.
I mean, it's awesome because all you wanted was to be able to figure out for yourself that like you deserved better. And even though it took longer than you would have hoped, you still came to that like realization, Like now you seem so good. Even your content, like it comes through so much on just like on everything, honestly.
Thank you. I feel so much better. That was like the roughest. It was like a full year that I was like not okay.
I understand that. How long were you guys together for?
Not even long. We were together like 7 months.
Still, I get like to not know that person. I
Yeah,
feel
well,
like it's
we
scary
were like
too.
also long distance, so we lived together the whole time, because it was like either I was with him or he was with me.
It's giving what's the that one story? There's a show after it, something John, Dirty John. He would scam women, being like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Oh my God, it's a huge thing. But there's a series off of it now. Dirty John, he basically would repeatedly scam women, basically saying he was a doctor, but all his money's tied up from his past divorce, and then he would like steal all their money and then
So crazy.
do it again to like 4 more people. Like it was
Literally
crazy.
like Anna Delvey.
Yes, Anna Delvey vibes.
It's so crazy. Like it's funny. Like all these things. Like Risa Tisa is like now huge, and like Saltburn and stuff.
Yes.
And I'm like, I lived this.
You're like trauma.
crazy.
I know.
It's
And-
just weird because I remember the vlogs, like when you were with him, and like The one thing that stuck out to me was at the Americana when someone, did you hurt your ankle or he hurt his ankle? Like I literally
I sprained his ankle at the Grove. I should have ran then.
Yeah,
If a man sprains his ankle and requires Grove paramedics, take him to the curb.
Sorry, I did not see this vlog.
That, for some reason, that's the one thing that's ingrained in my head.
It's burned into my memory. The Grove, that's the real
paramedics.
trauma.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, you should have just left him there. How's dating now, though? Are we dating now? How have things been?
I've been good. I've been dating here and there pretty casually.
Okay.
In my head, I'm like, oh, I want a boyfriend so bad. But then it's like, no, I don't. Because every time someone who should be my boyfriend comes along, I'm like, I don't know.
That's always how it goes. I
don't
feel like you have
so.
to do that until you exhaust the want to just like have fun. And then you're like, okay, I'm ready to settle down. That's what I always tell her too. I'm like, have your fun and then you can settle down.
Well, yeah, it's like I specifically choose the ones that I'm like, I know this one's not going to be the one in the end.
You're like, that
consciously or subconsciously?
Definitely subconsciously.
Okay.
But again, I'm getting better at being like, okay, well, this isn't what I want. So see you later.
That's good though. That's
is good.
huge. Oh my God.
It is. It's new. But
It's new. What's your type, would you say?
well, I love anyone talented. Like they could be good at anything, but just talented.
Okay.
And now my new thing is hot because I
This new thing that no one's ever heard of.
Hear me out.
No, for me, like I mean, if you look at like roll it down, you like I was not dabbling in hot prior to now. So now I'm like, if they're gonna all disappoint me in the end, they
Might
better
as well
be easy to
good.
look at.
Yeah. I was going to say it earlier, but I didn't want to be mean, but you were way too hot for him. I agree. I was dying at the clip today of you and Tana talking about like your Rolodex of exes and who had an uglier like.
I know, but it's the problem is in the moment, I did not think he was ugly at all. Well,
You loved his personality.
I loved him.
He's not hideous.
We've
but
all been
the
there.
lying doesn't
the
help.
lying is hideous, the cheating is hideous.
Exactly,
And therefore you are hideous.
Agreed. It's what's on the inside that counts.
So yeah, hot, talented, most likely not into me. That's my type.
Always.
But
You know what? We love the honesty.
I'm hoping to outgrow that.
We've come so far. We still have more to go, but at least you're like aware. I feel like most times, we're all just like,
Yeah. I think I'm going to enter my cougar era.
I see it for you. And I truly do.
Like either cougar era or like way older.
What's that new movie coming
Hot.
out?
Oh, the one with Anne Hathaway,
Yes.
the Harry Styles fanfic one.
I
All
love
about
it.
I love anything that just feels like well, if it is a movie. I was gonna say feels like a movie,
Yeah.
but like
It feels like a
and I
movie
love
that
Anne
feels
Hathaway.
like a
I don't understand why Anne Hathaway isn't like thought of the same way we think of like Margot Robbie. Because I think she is the most beautiful woman.
Oh, she's aged beautifully too.
Have you seen that crazy thing about how there is a woman from history named Anne Hathaway and her husband is also
Yes, she looks just like they
yes,
look just
exactly
alike.
the same.
How
Yeah.
interesting is
She
that?
also like had a really interesting history of like obviously she was huge around Princess Diaries, Devil Wears Prada, and then there was like a time where people like weren't as into Anne Hathaway for some
Well, remember when
forsaken,
she was
godforsaken
in
reason.
Les Mis and then she won
Oh, I think it was after that.
her Oscar.
And then now she's having a resurgence again. She looks amazing.
Yeah, and she looks the same.
Yeah.
That's the
Also,
crazy
I
part.
think she
How
has
does
the
that
same
happen?
stylist as I want to say like Selena Gomez or something right now. And I feel like she's been like now once I saw because I think I follow the stylist. I'm pretty damn sure. And I remember being like, oh my God, like it really does add so much when they like have like I don't know.
It
she's
does.
just
You
been
don't
dressing
realize how
great.
valuable it is
Yeah.
until like they switch it up. I think like Hailey Bieber did that. She just like switched her stylist recently, and I was in it all the set like as if she wasn't already a style icon. I was like,
I
oh my
know.
God.
It just
Remember
like
when she
re-grabs your
left
attention.
Style Me Maeve and everyone like the world stopped. Everyone's like, what's
Oh my God,
gonna
Hailey?
happen?
Yeah.
I know.
But it's true.
But you've leveled up, honestly.
No.
Not that nothing wrong with Style We Made, but she
It's just
looks
weird how that
amazing.
happened. Yeah, it's so weird. That whole world.
Or just like your vibe changes because
Yeah.
it's like I feel like like a stylist's vibe almost never changes. So it's like
exactly.
I understand people wanting to like switch their stylist.
No,
Try
it's
different things.
true. But when they leave, I'm like so sad. I'm like, I hope they're okay. I hope they're not so sad.
I was gonna. That is something I don't think I could ever leave. Like if I'd been with somebody so long, I don't think I could ever leave them. And
It's hard.
Oh, I've been with people who have like I found out said such mean things about me, and I'm like, it's okay, it's
Yes.
fine. Like people that have helped me with whatever it is, and I'm just like, I can't ever leave. I feel tied forever.
It's hard. I'm like even at like changing managers or anything. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
I
but
could
you did so
literally,
much.
no, I could never.
I always put it on me. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, and I'm like, I wish at one day I could honestly just like be more honest and direct with certain things. But for me, the easier way out is just being like, it's just like it's It's okay, you know.
I'm trying to remove my emotions from
I
situations
know.
because I'm so emotional that I'm like, I feel guilty and I feel horrible. I'm starting to try to be like more cutthroat. Like, oh, sorry, it is what it is.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no, oh my God. Yes.
I need that. I know obviously the Mindy thing, which I'm sorry to bring that up, but I knew that, and then obviously the podcast and everything, and I mean this in the nicest way, but like where did you come from online? Because I feel like you just blew up overnight, but like how did you get into the social media space?
Well, so I was working at a restaurant and I got fired for like, right at the beginning of COVID, I got fired, and I was at Tana's house when I got fired. And like the way that like our friend group works,
It was that recent? Top of COVID?
yeah.
Really? Oh my God.
It was like mid 2020.
I see. I feel like you've been around forever. That's why I'm
Really?
I'm
Yeah,
interested to hear
July.
this
So
story.
yeah, July 2020 was like when I got fired, and I like was not on social media at all. Like I was just, but I'd met Tana. I like knew Tana. I was at her house when I got fired. So the way their friend group is too, it's like all of them are influencers, and I wasn't used to that. So they never separate, because why would they? No one has any responsibilities.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. There's no like real hours or job. Like it's
And so immediately I just like never left. And that's just like how we all end up like being in each other's content and stuff.
my
And so I was like,
God.
would be in the vlogs and stuff, but it wasn't until the podcast was when I like started being able to do social media, because I was still not making any money from it until then. And then the podcast came.
No, well, you're killing it.
Yeah.
That's why we were
thank
excited
you.
to get you on by yourself, because I'm like, I feel like more people need to know just you versus like just you from like canceled, you know?
Well, I love that. I love to do them with Tana, but I feel like we always want to talk over each other.
I mean, that's
us
I get
too
it.
all the
Yeah.
I
time.
have such a hard time with that. I like, sometimes I can't even watch episodes back because I'm like, why couldn't I shut up?
Oh my God, my ADHD is always interrupting, so I'm like, sorry.
I know, mine too, but then I like, oh God, it's like people are like, practice, it's literally your job. And I'm like,
No, I can't. Honestly, just stringing sentences together sometimes are so hard. It's hard for me. It really
it
is.
I really get that. Especially like in the state that we're in right now, I'm surprised that any of us can speak.
But it's nice because I'm processing slow. So if you're saying something slow, it's probably like perfectly
Perfect. We could speed it up.
perfect. Exactly.
Yeah, put in like 1.25 speed.
We do that to almost every episode.
Do
Oh
you
my God.
actually? No way.
Fully. We'll say speed it up.
What about when Trisha comes on?
We cannot do that.
I love her.
People would have to slow it
I
down.
love her so much. When you went on her pod and she like dressed up, I like almost sobbed. That was so sweet.
Honestly though, like people are asking me about like the recent like situation. I think it's literally because of that. I think it's because Trisha started talking about me. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
Because she like, first of all, I'm such a fan of, like, I just love her so much. And when she like showed any interest in me at all, I was like, I wanted to sob. And ever since then, I'm like, people were like, yeah, nicer to me.
Oh,
Because people love Trisha.
No,
It's
everybody
crazy,
loves
right? It's like
Trisha.
noted.
I love it. However, I don't care
I'll
how
take it.
I got
However.
it.
Yeah, I'll take it. However, that was so cute that when she bought the earrings, but she went and got the real ones, right?
I know,
That was
she's so funny. I'm like, I would never, I don't know what it is. I have like a weird thing about designer things. Like I don't want to buy them.
Honestly, I
great.
have the Amazon dupes because you have the Amazon dupes and they're amazing.
I love it. I'm like, if it's the same thing, like I get like buying a nice bag or something. 'Cause that's like, if you can't really replicate it, but an earring, hello, I don't care.
Oh my God,
I don't care if
1000%.
it's made out of like Play-Doh.
Also, you like, yes, I love that. There's been so many times I feel like with dupes where before it was like, oh, it was just not good quality. But now I swear I can find like the exact manufacturer that like makes the designer things. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is literally the exact same thing.
Well,
It's
I'm
crazy.
trying to like unlearn in my head, like, because for some reason I'm like, oh, well, if I buy it from this place, I'm gonna want to wear it more and stuff. And it's like, it's not better quality. So
Did
what
you
am
just
I
make
thinking?
a TikTok about this?
I think I talked about it on Canceled, I want to say.
Okay, because I just saw a TikTok that said the same thing about some of those brands, and I'm like, no, I do that too. In my head, if it's more, I'm gonna be getting what I pay for, and then
Yeah,
it comes and it's shit quality.
Well, if I feel like something's like fast fashion, or I bought it from like, you know, like Fashion Nova or something, like no shade Fashion Nova, but like, but then I'm not gonna, like, even if it's really great quality, I'm not gonna want to wear it because I'm gonna always think that like something from a nicer place is gonna be like, I don't know what it is, but
Interesting.
it's not always true.
No, but I love how now there's the trend of like, let's compare, like, you know, the fabric that they use, and they show like how what's made of what, and just comparison. And even, oh my God, I love the guy who breaks open like designer purses on TikTok, and he'll say like, this is what this bag is actually worth. And he'll do like a Birkin, he'll do Chanel. Like, so it's even on the designer level, he'll be like, you actually get like this is a good piece of leather, like a good, well-crafted bag, or like, it's so
Cutting up a
interesting.
Birkin is crazy.
But that's
I
his
know, I was
job, is
gonna
crazy.
say.
That one hurt a little bit on the
I'll
inside.
send it to you.
I know.
It's so good.
Maybe one day, but right now I'm not there yet.
I feel that. I honestly like that killed me a little bit on the inside.
I'll send it to you. Your next vlog, cutting of it.
Cutting of my Birkin. No, I'd be so sad. I'd be so sad.
Maybe you could pay it back with your AdSense.
Thank you.
You have to be one of the most brand friendly people I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, both of you guys are so.
That's what Hannah always tells us.
It's so nice. Like that's amazing.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
It's so funny because I feel like for years we actually tried. Like we would be like, we can't show alcohol, we can't do this, we can't blah 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 blah. And now it's so funny because I feel like we're so much more open with certain things. I mean, I literally just posted my literal like boob falling out at Coachella on my what's it called? But like, and literally 2 seconds ago, my manager, my agent called me and they're like, hey, so this brand's not happy with it. And I go, oh my God, my nip slip. I'm so sorry. I'll take it down. I had it censored, but I was like, oh my God, obviously I'll take it down. I'm so sorry. And then they start busting up laughing. They're like, haha, we're just messing with you. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, it is nice. I feel like brands don't really care as much anymore because now we have like Alex Earl and like those people who like literally make blacking out and stuff their whole, not that's her whole personality, but like it's okay now. We can all talk about it and
like
it's not like
people.
we don't have to pretend like we're not.
It's so true. I think also just growing up on the internet and also I was like watching Disney Channel till I was like 23, I think just made me naturally, the idea of being brand friendly, like I think that's just who I am now. From like watching Disney Channel till I was an adult and like not cussing all the time. Like now it's just
not even conscious.
Just who I am now.
You are.
Yes, to some degree. I was blacking out and not sharing it for a little while, but that's okay now.
I have like 2 completely different versions of myself. Like one of them is so like the sorority girl that I'm like, I have to have a good image.
Yeah.
And one's like the sorority girl who's at the frat.
The one on Instagram and the one not on Instagram.
Exactly right.
Oh wait, that's
It's so
funny.
True though.
You had a good time at Coachella. I could tell by all the flips you were doing.
Thank you so much. Yes, I did edit back my vlogs and I don't remember a lot of it. Okay. There were a lot of things where I was like, oh, like I remember being there. I just don't remember like, and I think like there were a lot of conversations in the back of my vlog that I could hear me having with people. And I was like, I sounded so bad. Like I just was so fucked up. It's just like I went a little too hard.
Our voices just get quite higher.
Yeah.
Hence it being gone.
Mine's like obviously going now.
It's okay. Right now we have the like raspy, like sexy, like voice.
I know
gone.
I like it, but just give
tomorrow,
me one more day.
literally one day. It's gonna sound disgusting.
I know I've been trying to be on vocal rest all day today, but like, oh God, I'm the same way. I don't remember half of what I did. Some people have videos of me at like sets I didn't even know I went to.
I'm glad we can all agree. I was really embarrassed watching it back, but I'm glad that it's a universal experience.
It is, and if you're not like having that much fun at Coachella, then why go?
What's the point of going and walking and ingesting all the dirt and all the things? Did you have a good time though?
I had such a good time. I got my phone stolen the second day.
Oh, that's right.
And it made my experience so much, like honestly, so much better.
It happened to me last year. And what was fun was I just took my digital camera everywhere and I like almost treated that like my phone. And I took like so many fun photos and I was like, no one can find me, which is like horrible to think, but I kind of loved it.
I had that too. I was so excited. But except for now I'm like running into like, okay, did you post for this, and this? I'm like, oh, funny story. Mm-hmm. You're like, all I had was the camera.
Did you get a new phone yet?
I did get a new phone, but I went to the AT&T store. I got it stolen day 2. I went day 3, like the morning of day 3 to get a new phone. And it took, first of all, I was first outside. I literally went like long before it opened, and I was in there with like maybe 70 people. I made friends with everybody. We went to see a different set. It was so funny, but the whole day, like the entire day 3, my phone was turning on because I had to update my iCloud.
Yeah, and it took mine took 5 hours the other day.
Mine took 7 at least. So I also didn't have a phone day 3 because it was like not functional. So then whatever. But it was so fun because I was like, it felt like I was in college again. Like dead phone, no problem.
So freeing.
I'll find
and
who
no
I
social
find.
media. Yeah. Oh my God. You just think of all of the times before like ever having social media and you're like, this is how it used to be.
I know, it was so fun. But I also I don't know what was wrong. Day 1, I didn't use my phone either. Like I didn't take a photo. I didn't post anything. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, whatever. I've seen my Coachellas. Now I want to see my Coachella.
Yeah. So you overall had a great time though?
It was so much fun.
Who was our favorite set we saw? Favorite memory?
My favorite memory. Well, my favorite set was Lana.
Of course.
And I'm not even not that I'm not a Lana fan, but I don't listen to Lana on my own really. But I just just seeing her in the flight. Like I feel like
stunning.
She's regal. She looked
the motorcycle intro.
Insane.
Like I know, and I knew she was gonna do that because somebody commented on my TikTok. She was like, my dad's riding Lana into the festival tomorrow. I go, stop. What? And I was like, what is she talking about? And then when she came out, I was like, oh
wait,
my
that's
God.
so cool.
I'm like, I know him.
Right? Like a mutual of a mutual of a stranger of a mutual. You're like, yeah, it's my friend.
Literally. And so that I didn't really even see that many sets, unfortunately, which is embarrassing. And I meant to see more, but Sabrina was so, Renee. Oh,
I wish I saw Renee.
I love Renee. She's so good. Well, I have like did you guys see her perform on SNL?
Yes.
Oh.
She performed Snow Angel on SNL and I did exactly 2 minutes and 42 seconds. I literally fast forward to 2 minutes and 42 seconds every single morning and I watch it over and over and over again. It says most replayed because I do that. And I watch her sing the words, blame him cuz. So when she did that in the flesh,
Oh my God. It was a moment.
I nearly lost my mind.
Wow.
And so maybe that was my favorite set.
She's incredible. She's so cool.
She's so
Like
cool.
effortlessly
trying.
so cool. And I saw this clip this morning of I think it's called Poison. Poison, is that one of her songs? And she had filmed herself in like driving and was talking about it in the past of like what she wanted people to do one day.
Yeah.
And then when she had that on stage and she had like that, I love watching singers have that I made it moment.
Me
like,
too. When like Olivia Rodrigo will like hear everyone singing back to her and she starts crying and oh my God, I literally just got
I can't even imagine what that's like.
I can't either.
I bet you have it on tour though.
But like,
since you're a star.
I don't know why it feels so much less. I think because it's like music and it's so inspiring
Yeah.
and powerful.
Yeah.
I'm going up there and I'm like, guess who I hooked up with?
No, it must be so, like thinking of Taylor Swift, I think about this a lot. Like obviously how cathartic it was for her to write those songs. And then being in a stadium of like 70,000 people who relate to that song, who like that song helped heal them through whatever
And like
they're going
after
through.
you're healed too from it, like
Yeah.
feeling like you'd never get there, you know, that's crazy.
I know. So I don't even know realistically, like, because I'm so overwhelmed by like emotions in general. I don't think I could handle it. I think that would kill me.
Are you a water sign?
I'm a fire sign.
Oh.
I don't know a
birthday?
lot about it. I'm Sag.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
an Aries, which is also fire.
I love.
But does that mean we're friends? Does that mean we hate each other?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I pretend to know about it. Depends on who I'm talking to. If somebody's like, do you believe in zodiacs? And I can tell they do. I'm like, duh.
No, but no,
Obviously.
I'm like, yeah, my Libra rising, whatever. But then if I don't, I'm like, so are we friends? Like,
I
do we
don't know
like
the
each other?
rest of mine. I don't, because my mom doesn't know what time I was born.
Oh, damn.
We got to find the birth certificate.
I know.
She's got to go into the attic.
That's long gone,
Oh, okay.
probably.
That's okay.
But I don't know what maybe I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's Gemini or something in there.
Oof.
I was going to say just
Sorry
being like
to the
emotional.
Geminis.
I was thinking like a water sign. Interesting.
Really? I think the emotional is just the mental illness.
Ah, yes. One or the other.
Sorry, do you ever hear like clips that are like a TikTok audio? Because that was one. Ah, yes.
That'll do it.
I can't help it. I like being emotional.
I would say I'm pretty emotional. Oh,
you
yeah.
are?
I'll cry when I'm laughing. I'll cry when I'm sad. I'll cry when I'm mad. When I watch a movie and it's sad, I'll cry. And then like, I'm just like, I don't know.
Oh my God, have you seen Interstellar?
No, but did you see it's coming back?
Yes, I was just gonna say that they're doing a like 10-year anniversary in
seen
IMAX. You have to, because if I could see any movie in theaters again, I would see that.
Is
'Cause
that the
it's
one
like,
with Anne Hathaway?
It has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey and I named my cat after that movie. Like his daughter in the movie is Murphy.
Yes. Your cat's beautiful.
Oh my God,
by the
love
way.
the cat.
She's stunning.
Thank you. She looks like Bella Hadid. Everyone says it. But that is the saddest movie. I can't even like understand how sad that movie is.
Okay. I saw someone else post like, holy shit, I'm so excited it's coming back to IMAX. And I was thinking, I've never seen that. I've heard so much about it. I feel like that would actually be a good one to see. And now I'm officially convinced.
You have to go see. It's the
Okay.
best. It's one of those you have to see a few times to like really even understand it that well, because there's so many elements, and you can watch it, like watching it the second time, you're like, oh my God, that's what this means. Like,
and Hans Zimmer did the
No, I've got to watch.
Yeah.
I saw these clips. I'm someone though who will watch the movies on TikTok in like 30 parts. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
gotta
I know what
find
you
it. So I
mean.
watched a few clips when they're on the planet where they don't realize it's the waves coming and that. Yeah,
Tana's like that because her attention span, like she doesn't have the attention, and I like want
yeah.
her to see Interstellar so bad because it's the type of movie
At
she
least
would
IMAX
love.
though, like you're kind of forced to be there.
Yeah, but like there's no shot she wouldn't get up like within 30 minutes and leave.
Yeah, I like the TikToks of it because it's just, I just have to keep scrolling through them all. I can stop when I want to. Movie
but
theaters it's a lot for me sometimes.
I love the movie.
I do too. There was a movie recently where I tried watching it and it was really popular. I forget which one it was. It was really popular. I'm by myself at my house. And then like 20 minutes in, I'm like, I'm not paying attention because I was just on my phone the whole time. And I was like, damn it. There's certain movies where I'm like, I need to go to a movie, like actual theater, because I need to actually pay attention.
Yeah. Did you watch Dune?
I haven't seen it, the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Everyone
good.
says it's so good. I need to either be at the movie theater, I need to have somebody with me, and it almost can't even be a friend. It has to be like a man, because I don't want to sit on my phone if there's like a guy
Exactly.
there or something. So then that's how you get me to
How
watch
many
the
times
movie.
has Cal seen it?
Dune. Oh, He's out in theaters 6 times.
Oh my God.
He spent 18 hours of his life watching this movie.
That's
Oh
almost
my
a whole
gosh,
day.
see, if my man was watching Zendaya that often, I'd be like, oh no. But
Wait,
you have a
you're
nice,
so-
healthy relationship.
No, you're kind of right, actually. I'm going to go home and pick a fight over that
Me
one.
just instigating. I'm like, so he wants to.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I understand that though. She looked amazing.
Same.
She looked so
She's
good.
stunning. I can't get into
The
it.
red carpets. Ugh. The metal. Yeah, so good.
I can't believe someone like that exists.
Right? Also, I love, oh my God, on TikTok and everything, how everyone's like, all you supermodels should be glad she chose acting. Because
I
she's
know same
like,
things with singing. Like,
Yes.
we should be glad that she.
oh my God, Replay is like one of my favorite songs ever.
Oh, she's
So good.
She's a triple threat, quadruple threat. Like she can do anything.
We need to officially, like, now I'm like, oh my God, she really would be a dream guest on here. Like, a dream guest.
She would.
Oh my God, I bet she'll come on.
I doubt it. But if she does, you should be
No,
our
you gotta
third
manifest
co-host that day.
I would love nothing. Honestly, I
Cal
would
will
just wanna
fight
sit
you.
right there.
Cal will probably fight you for that chair though.
Like, the one time Cal asks, like, to be on, he's like, hey, Rim, can I come on?
No, he would be like the PA for the day. He would so do that.
We love Skims here at Pretty Basic. I still can't believe they're working with us. We're both the biggest fans ever. I've been really loving their cotton jersey t-shirt lately. You guys, Ashley has literally stolen 3 of these shirts from my closet. That she's had them so long, they're basically just hers now.
You know what that means now? You get to steal 3 things from her closet.
Yeah, well, I would take back the Skims ones. I ended up just buying new ones because I was like, I'll be a good sister. You can have these because she never does that. So if she ever does do something like that, that means she's obsessed with it. But needless to say, the cotton jersey t-shirts, I don't know what's in the fabric. It's amazing. The shades Bone and Mineral are truly like a wardrobe staple. They lay on your body so well. And I've never had a t-shirt do that before. I feel so good. It's like fitted. It's not too tight. And it just makes me feel super confident when I'm wearing it.
I was editing a vlog last night and I was wearing my Skims Fits Everybody t-shirt bra in black onyx, and I wore the Fits Everybody t-shirt on top, and oh my God, it just was like watching that video back of me, I looked amazing.
No, I bet you
It's
did.
so smoothing, it's so comfortable, and I love the idea of just like wearing a blue jean with like one of the t-shirts and then dressing it up with some jewelry or the cute shoes or maybe my pumps when I get my pumps. Like, it's gonna be so cute.
Yeah, and I feel like I've always been more into crop tops because I like how they lay on my body, I guess, but I've never felt comfortable in just a t-shirt. I feel like they're usually very drowning on me, where Ashley pulls off. She'll just like wear a baggy t-shirt and it looks so good on her. And I've always been so jealous. And I swear this is the first time I actually feel super like confident and sexy just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And like you said, just putting in a little jewelry, boom.
They're always hitting the nail on the head with everything. So shop the Skims t-shirt shop at skims.com. Now available in sizes extra small to 4X. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know we sent you. After you placed your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Remy was right. I think I have manifested this sponsor. You guys, I am obsessed with Impress. I recently went and got my nails done, and Shirley, the girl who does my nails, she was so sweet, and she was asking if I recently got my lashes done. Obviously, we talk about a lot of beauty things, and I was so excited to tell her that I was just wearing my Impress press-on falsies. I'm not kidding. I literally gave her some. I was like, take these home. You need them, because she was over at my house. I think I gave her a full-on tutorial and a breakdown of how easy it is to apply. You literally don't need any glue. I feel like I talk about this so much because I'm seriously obsessed with them. I've gotten so many friends on them. And I know I always say this, but I literally will swim with them. And it's awesome. And they don't come off. Not me giving my entire life story about these lashes.
Seriously, I mean, you're the one that got me into these lashes. I get excited to do my makeup and put them on. I'm not even kidding. I get so excited to put them on because they're just that good. I know you love the natural ones as your everyday look, and I personally love the voluminous ones. The volume ones are awesome. And the bands make it so comfortable for me to wear, especially when I have parties to go to and, you know, like event after event, shot, club, bus, another bus, another bus. And sometimes I forget that they're even on. They're so comfortable to wear. I also love a good, easy press on, no glue mani. You know, when I put one on with glue, I feel like it just easily damages my nails. And I really want my nails to be nice and long and healthy.
I remember when you mentioned you don't like being at the nail salon for hours. So it cuts down a lot of time. If you decide to change your nail color or style, you can honestly easily do that.
So if you're like me and you are looking for convenience and something easy and beautiful, visit impressbeauty.com/basic and use code BASIC at checkout for 25% off Impress, manicure, and press-on falsies.
Are you guys Timothy Chalamet girls?
I am now.
Like, yes
After
and no.
Dune, I walked out, I was
Really?
like, I get it. I get it.
Is he good in that?
He's just kind of hot. Like, I
Oh.
never
Like,
saw
he's
it.
cute. He's
I never
cute.
saw it until literally like a week ago. He's so hot in that movie. But otherwise, like, not really.
I love it. Wait, you know who was at the bar at Coachella's? Maddie Healy was standing next to me at the bar. I go, can you do this?
No way.
I was with someone. They were like, Maddie Healy just walked past me.
Yeah, he was just standing in the bar. I'm like, or at the bar. I'm like, how can you get away with that?
That's
Just by
crazy.
himself hanging out?
Isn't he like, that's like, you can't do that.
Also, his ex was there with her new boyfriend.
Wait, which one?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, duh. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot that was happening.
I know. Did you see her?
I think she was having a little hiccup. I don't know. I'm not really into Maddie Healy.
Oh, with Maddie
Oh
Healy.
yeah, I agree.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
love it. I didn't love it at all.
That's fine.
Actually.
We all.
Still, I was like, how? Like, aren't you like too famous to stand here?
Was he just
With
like,
him
he
at
was
the
just
bar, get it.
alone?
No, he was with his girlfriend,
Oh.
Gabriette. She's perfect.
Who is it?
This girl, Gabriette, she's the one who makes the cooking videos.
Wait.
And then everybody like followed suit.
Yes.
Like she was the OG.
Wait, I didn't know that they were dating.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not up to date on things. Yes,
Or
I know her.
Maybe
She's stunning.
maybe I'm dropping it.
Ah.
Oh my God, who's your celebrity crush?
Ooh, Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Although he might be a little old for me now.
Like what era of him would you say? Like How to Lose a Guy?
How to Lose a Guy.
I
Yep.
just
Days.
watched
Yep,
that
yep.
the other day, and I'm like, this is so good. And when I was watching it, was so weird because I remember when I was super young and I watched it, they just seemed so old and so mature, and they were adults.
Do you know how old they were?
Stop.
Do you want to know how old that
I'm scared.
Kate Hudson was in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
25?
She was 22.
Stop.
22 years old when she filmed
Stop.
that movie.
Oh my God, I just turned 31. That's literally almost 10 years.
Is that because in
She
my head,
seems so
to me,
old.
even now she feels older
Yes.
than me in that movie.
When I watched that movie, they still
You're
seem
so
older
right.
than me.
I would lay my life on the line for Kate Hudson.
It's
She's like my
so-
favorite.
Oh, she's the best. But I just thought that was so crazy. Same thing with Rachel McAdams. I think she was like 21 in The Notebook and in
Mean Girls.
Mean
The
Girls.
I
same.
can't believe
did that
she
the same
filmed
year.
those at the same time. Like, can you imagine?
No, and had to be that versatile. I'm
And
like,
like
gosh.
killed both roles.
And she's on Broadway right now.
Is she really?
Yeah,
Is she?
she's
Love
on
her.
Broadway. She can sing. She can do it all.
She's one, like, if I could look like anybody in the world, I think I would choose her.
She's a good example of like someone to play you in a role. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I would
She'd be a
love
good
that, but I
one.
would almost feel like I was being a little like, Brooke, you can't choose her.
No, sky's the limit.
You know what I mean? Like, I love when people are like, oh, Bella Hadid. And you're like, I don't know. She could play Murph.
Your cat.
Yeah.
I think she's so cute though, and I love that she's like naturally aging too, because I feel like that's obviously not as big of a thing in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I love to see somebody do it. I personally won't be doing that.
Wait, this is a
I'm
good.
obsessed with Botox.
Oh.
I've recently
Wait, you don't
started and I
have it?
can't
Oh,
stop.
I sure do.
Okay, I was like,
Sure
I
do.
My whole face.
I've got the whole face. Although something weird is happening with my eyebrows lately. I've been noticing it on the podcast. I'll like make a certain face and my eyebrows will literally just be two straight
yeah.
lines. I'm like, oh God,
Yeah.
they're gonna get me.
You're like, no, I was like, that was like the biggest shock. Like in your head, you picture yourself being so like, no way, like so much emotion, and then you see it back and it's like,
It's so bad. I think I do eventually want to get a little more movement, but it's hard. Like
it'll fade.
yeah, but once it does fade, all of a sudden my eyebrows are doing like
Yeah,
It's like
we
you
have
really
a great
can't
girl.
win.
If you need someone.
I really probably do. It's like, but they're like, I swear my muscles are like different on both sides. Like,
Well, I learned that it, like your other muscles will start compensating.
yeah, so that's when you start looking a little like wonky
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes, and that's the thing. Because even we both tried the like we did a very tiny bit, but like the Barbie Botox like in your traps to
my
help
God.
with your neck.
I need that.
So I've always had bad like shoulder pain. She has really bad TMJ and it's supposed to be really good for that too. Like all these things. And we're like, let's just try it. It'll fade. I said like, hey, like I'm only going to do a little bit because a lot of people will notice they'll start having upper back problems. Because if you think about it, like if you're used to having tension here,
nothing, like now
it's
that
going
has
to go
hold it up.
somewhere. Yeah. So for the first time, my upper back started having like just like things I hadn't felt before. And I was like, dude, that was from so it's like, is it at what
For
point is it
sure.
worth it? Because you're just
That's
going to cause something
You
else.
just have to like, you have to weigh out like what you hate more.
Oh,
honestly.
exactly, yeah.
And so like I got like your like platysmal bands or whatever, which is like it's crazy.
normal.
Like
I
why
get
am I
it.
even focused on? But I was like smiling.
No,
and I have it now, but like
I
I would get like these bands. So I got Botox in my neck, and then I went on a roller coaster a couple days later. I'm not kidding. First of all, my head flew back, but I couldn't lift my own head anymore, so it just had to stay back
Wait,
the whole
Because
way.
the-
I was like,
what, like the Botox shifted upwards?
I couldn't like it was like you use these
Like,
muscles
you
to
don't
pull
realize
your
you
head
use-
back up, and so I couldn't lift my head back up. And
Wait, I would never think of that.
Oh my God.
Lila had just gotten it too, so we were looking at each other.
Like you're both just like have you seen those slingshot videos? Like
It was
at, like, the fair?
it was so bad, and I'm like, oh no, but it worked.
That's a newer, as I've gotten older, insecurity of mine I didn't know I had until I got older, and I was like, oh my God, like my neck just it looks older. Like
it does, and I didn't know. And then I saw Kim Kardashian say she gets Botox in her neck, and I was like, you know when you don't even know something's an insecurity until someone mentions it, and then you're like, oh.
And then you're on the internet. Oh
Did
my
that
God.
hurt? That sounds really painful. A needle in the neck?
No, yeah.
I feel like the worst one is still for me. I'll get it at the tip of my nose, so when I smile, it doesn't go down as much. Like you have a perfect
Botox.
Yeah. So like I feel like you.
A lot of people do that where like when they talk, it moves. I think that's the cutest thing.
Oh my God, mine just like goes down a lot. So instead of getting a nose job, I had a doctor be like, you should try this, and I was like, oh, I actually really like that. And then it's just that. That one hurts the most for sure for me still.
Yeah, I just got my lips dissolved.
Oh, that hurts like a bitch.
I've done it one other time, and it was so easy. I was like, I don't know why people say this hurts so bad. This last time I did it, I felt like I literally like made out with a frying pan.
No, it literally feels like a bee is stinging you constantly. Like it like fire.
It burnt so bad. I could not get it to stop, and it was just like but they're gone.
They're gone. And I will say,
They look great.
Those
are
so
natural
glad,
lips.
I was so glad
Yeah,
I
they
got
look
it done.
amazing.
So even though it was painful, I've told everyone, I'm like, do it. If you're considering, do it, because like it'll just look so much better.
And you can almost guarantee that it's time for you to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you've had filler, it's time for you to dissolve it right
Do you
now.
have to?
No, you don't have to, but
It
you
just
don't
migrates.
It's you look at yourself so often, you don't even notice, like, or at least I didn't when it starts to look like really crazy. And I look at photos of myself now and I'm like, I get it. Like, I get why people were bullying me, but it was
trendy at the time.
It was.
You know?
And like, I mean, it goes and comes. Like right now I just like the look of like God.
Sorry, I keep looking at your lips now because we're
okay.
talking
No,
about
I
it.
know.
So if you feel me
I
like
could
look
decide to.
amazing.
No, it's probably also not all gone. I don't like. There's videos of me when I was younger and I was like,
oh my God, I used to always smile like anyway. So all my smiles in all my photos when I was younger, it's a line. It's like
me too.
like a shy
because
smile.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you guys why I did it, because sometimes people will be like, she did not dissolve her lips. Like they're literally still there. Hello, I used to curl my lip because Brooke Davis in One Tree Hill has hardly any lips.
Wait.
And I wanted to look like her so badly that I was curling my lip. If I smiled, I wanted my teeth to look bigger and my lips to not exist.
Wait, that's hilarious. She was like one of my favorite characters. I mean, actresses
Still
in
to
general.
this day,
Yes.
she is like the
dream guest. Dream
I love
guest.
her.
Obsessed. And your name's Brooke, so I'm sure you really related.
I'm not kidding. I've talked to a guy literally with the last name Davis just with intention to be Brooke Davis.
You're like, hear me out. Hear me out.
That's Sophia Bush, right?
Yeah.
I never watched One Tree Hill, but I love Sophia
you
Bush.
would love it. Did you guys watch Vampire Diaries?
No, Ashley, my sister did.
Dabbled in it, but didn't fully watch.
How do you dabble in Vampire Diaries?
Just a little bit here and there, but Michael Trevino, that's his name, right? He was in that.
The little werewolf.
So fucking hot.
So hot, but if you watch the show, I don't know if you would agree.
Okay.
But Ian Somerhalder.
You agree? Really? He's
You want to know
never done
something
it for
funny?
me.
So you know how on TikTok it'll be like, you may know so-and-so, like based off of whatever. Randomly, I see you may know Ian. And it's like based off of your contacts. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like what? And then it hits me. I'm like, oh my God, I guarantee I know someone who's running his TikTok account.
Oh my gosh.
Because like clearly I have this number in my phone, but it's saying you may know Ian Summer. I don't know how to say it, but I died because at first I was like, how do I know him? And I was like, I obviously, I don't know. I've never met the man, but like I thought it was so funny.
I
I've
like
been
theorizing.
at my workouts. Nina Dobrev is always working out at the same time as me. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Elena Gilbert. Also, you said run your Instagram account. You want to hear something horrible I've done recently?
Oh my God, yeah, duh.
Wait, I don't know if I want to agree or admit this because it's just, he's going to know.
We can
whatever.
cut it.
No, I'm going to admit it. It's hilarious. I had someone DM me on Instagram and they were like, hey, like funny story. I actually used to run your ex's TikTok account and I'm still logged in. And I go, oh, that's hilarious. Unblock me. So now every time he blocks me, stop. Every time he blocks me, he doesn't know how I keep getting unblocked, but now he does. But whatever, I don't care if I see your shit anyway.
Wait, okay, that's also really funny though, because I feel like we've all had moments where it's like, dude, like
You blocked me?
Yeah, it's like it keeps. Oh my God, that's funny.
I just want to haunt him. Like to me now, it's like funny, but I'm like, you think you're gonna not see me? No.
Oh,
What you
that's
should
so
do is
good.
have your friend just keep looking you up over and over, watching your videos like all night.
I know, so it's his whole For You. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze. My
You think you can get rid of me?
That's hilarious.
Wait, I just
I
like,
will find a way. I'm like, I don't care. He could log her out, I will still find a way.
I believe that. I'm still impressed by your FBI skills earlier of like looking up to see how recently the mom liked the photos. Like I would have never thought to do that.
I'm trying to like get out of FBI territory though, because it's like
it.
sometimes it's bad for the mental.
You'll find someone where you don't need the FBI
I know.
skills.
I just FBI'd too hard and I really got myself into situations. So now I'm like, I gotta.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh. But you know, if you have the skills, you can use them for your friends then.
Yes.
Like you can
and
offer
that you can get
services
the
that you don't
fix
need.
without having to hurt your own self.
There's nothing like that serotonin boost though when you like figure out what you were looking for.
But is it a serotonin boost or is it just a manic episode?
Oh my God, wait.
Anxiety ridden.
Wait, you're so right.
I did it right before I went on stage a few weeks ago. I like literally were right before I went on stage, and then the whole time I was like, oh my God, I was thinking about it so hard, and I was like, I cannot believe I just did that to myself. But I can't even help it sometimes. Sometimes I don't need to FBI. Someone sent me a photo yesterday and said, isn't this your man walking down the street with some girl? I go, honestly, yes, it is. Sure is.
Wait.
But it's okay. He's not my man anymore.
This is growth because old Brooke would have been like, no, I don't think that's him.
I know. I'm like, honestly, that's that girl's man now. So
Oh my
and
God.
and she can have him.
yeah, fully.
Wait, I'm sorry though.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I was doing my big one at Coachella. Honestly, who cares? It's fun. It's all fun and games.
We're having fun.
Is it?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I feel bad.
It's totally fine.
No. It's like no. It's not someone I would be upset about, really.
Okay, good. Bye.
See ya. Miss you.
No, we don't.
Not at all.
At all. You're way stronger than I would be.
I'm trying to date multiple people at once. Because I'm always somebody who's I'm always with people who are dating multiple people at once. And it's just not in my nature. I can't date multiple people at once, really.
I get it.
So, and it's normal. That's how people date.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it's casual.
No, but I've had so many friends. They're always like, you need to talk to at least 3 people. So that way, like, you have
Yeah.
your options
Yeah.
and
So
you're
I-
not all like obsessed with only one person. But then you're
Right.
like, but
I don't have the attention span and the time.
Yeah.
Well, I have the time, but it's like I don't want to do that, but I'm
a
trying to get better
lot.
about it now. Because it's like no one's really doing it. Like everyone's just dating people.
yeah.
I always wanted to have 3 people because same thing. Like when I was dating, so many people were like, you have to have 3 people on your roster. So then like you don't bother them all. So they're all equally into you versus like berating one. But I could never get 3 people to like me at the same time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, what kind of like devotion?
I don't have the skill set for that. But I think you should. I think you should like get into your dating era.
I'm gonna try it. I really wanted to have a Coachella romance, but
It's okay. It's gone now.
I know it didn't work out.
Next year.
I'm upset for you.
Oh, that's okay. I'm like, anywho.
No, I'm so sorry. My little last 2 brain cells are really trying to rub together right now.
No, you don't every single episode of Canceled, we have to cut out at least 30 minutes of dead silence.
Okay.
Amazing. So there's times where we're like, shit, are we the only ones who do that?
No,
Like,
not at all. The only podcast you can ever go on without like that is Trisha.
Trisha, I
because
knew
her brain works 10 million miles per hour.
I'm so jealous of people like that. Like I have to sit and like I love like a rough outline for an episode because I just blank. Like you could literally ask me my favorite color and I'd be like,
Same. I've done
I
it.
think it's blue now, but it was purple the other. Like I'm just like it's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I'm not quick and witted.
And I at least lost so many brain cells this past weekend. I probably took years off my life.
Honestly, same.
I understand that. Coachella is like no, I go crazy a lot, but like Coachella specifically, I go fucking buck wild. Well, a few years ago, I threw up on a tree.
Okay. I peed in the middle of Coachella a couple days ago.
Shut up.
Right dead smack in the middle.
Like a squat or just like stood and like let it drip?
Well, no, okay. So it was like I was with do you guys know Madeline RG?
Yeah.
She is like I'm such a like
I feel like you guys have a similar vibe. Yeah.
I'm such a fan of hers. Like I was obsessed with her and I swear I like did like voodoo magic to get her to LA because I was like I wanted to be her friend so bad, but I'm like I'm never gonna meet this girl. She lives in London, and she and I have been like hanging out because she moved here or she like is here for a while. And we spent all of Coachella together, but like just together, we were just so crazy. And we were both like, we have to pee. So we're like, I'll guard you, you guard me. And we just peed like literally on a fence.
Oh my god, that's so
Which
funny.
I don't know if that's like people are going to get mad at me for that.
I mean, it's a feel.
I'm sorry,
But a man could do it.
I was gonna
just
say,
how many men do you think have gone and done that? That's
yeah, and people throw up all over Coachella. Like it's
I
worse things
threw
have
up on a
happened.
tree. But like
yeah.
the trees every year we check on her.
She's
She's
thriving.
strong. I feel
Yeah,
as though someone must have fertilized her a few years ago.
yeah.
Exactly.
That was you.
I think she liked it. She was fed.
And now we have a forever landmark. We'll be like, hey, meet at the tree.
Yeah. Well, oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Coachella's just like naturally like a disgusting place. I mean, I wasn't like peeing in the middle of Coachella. Like I was.
I'm not gonna lie, I did picture you in the middle of the field, just open. But I'm
Well,
so
people
glad.
were walking by, but no one could see us because there's like they have the plant.
Yeah.
was it dark?
It was dark.
Okay, yeah. Then
And
you're
like
fine.
I was absent. I had just gotten my phone stolen. I was so drunk.
The girl math of like, I don't have a phone and I can't find anyone, so no one can find me. Like no one would know it.
I kind of loved it though. I was like, I'm going missing. Like, see
No,
you guys
it's-
later.
Every now and then I'll be like, I kind of want to just like take everyone off my Find Friends because I'm like, I don't want people to know where I am. And then I'm like, maybe not.
Well, my Find My
Actually like
Friends
that idea.
still to this day is in the Do Lab.
Oh.
I'm like, well, good luck finding me.
Do you think? So someone must have just stolen it and just
Yeah, they-
immediately reset the phone. Then
Yeah,
They
because
do that.
when we went back to look for it, there was 70 phone cases on the ground. It was just like they were like doing it to everybody. And like I met
That's so mean.
someone the next day at the AT&T store who said they saw that it was like a couple that was doing. I know it was a
Fuck
girl who
that.
did it to me because I was not even anywhere near any men, which is crazy as a woman.
Yeah, not a girl's girl. There was an era of my life where I got a phone stolen every weekend for a solid month because I would just go out and went a little too crazy, and I
At
would.
what point is it like maybe you have an issue?
Oh no.
It was the
no. It
purse.
was bad, and I've learned it was Yes, I was going through a really bad breakup, and also at the same
That'll do
time,
it.
I truly, not my finest moments, and I would bring cute purses that matched my outfit, but they'd be like an envelope style where it would like close with like a little like button clasp. And now I've learned only bring out bags that have a top zipper because then I can always remember to put it in and zip it up.
100%. I'm pretty sure I got my I got it stolen out of my hand. So I'm like,
Oh my God,
why
that's so bold.
I couldn't even be. I was like taking photos like with people, and I was handing phones around. So I was like, it must have been a really easy job, honestly. But at what point is it like that was my fault? That
Yeah.
was my bad.
Yeah.
And I can't get mad at anyone.
See, when I lost my phone last year, I remember I like had set it on the ground for a second, and then when I went back, it was gone. So like that was a
it was
my
probably
bad
probably
thing.
like a field day for whoever grabbed it. Like,
oh yeah, they're
no.
like, yeah, for sure.
Free phone. Well, you took your camera and you threw it on the ground this weekend
Yeah,
too.
I lost my vlog camera.
No.
I know.
She
I was just more sad
sacrificed her
about
to
the
the field.
footage.
Well, I said 1,000 times, I was like, I'm just so happy it was my phone and not my camera.
I know, but I will say, I had footage, not that much, but I was more mad at myself because I was like, Alisha, normally I'm so good at like the next day importing my footage. So I'm like, at least, because I lost it on day 2. So I'm like, if I had at least backed up the first day, I would have had that. But like, oh well, but it's.
I vlog only on my phone at because I
Smart.
lose I'll like fill up my memory card so quick, and I don't like waiting for it to upload.
I get it.
So it's like phone it is.
You
but-
vlog on your
but
phone all the time?
yeah, mostly.
Love that.
Just because I've lost at one point I got, just like you, I got 4 G7Xs in 1 month, and you know how hard they were to get there for a
Yeah.
second. I'm like, thanks, Alex Earl.
Also, that's all the damn TikTokers.
I could not find a G7X. I was getting like, they were upselling them so crazy, and I was having to.
Yeah.
And I borrowed a friend's and lost theirs.
No.
Well, I didn't lose it. Lila broke it, but same difference.
Still,
So then I
like,
had to buy a new
lost
one for
cost.
him and a new one for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a nightmare.
Oh my god! And what's so funny is because like we used to use G7Xs forever ago, like before they were trendy. So when they started coming back, I was like, the G7X? Like I was like, we have so many of those. But I mean, there's like the Mark II and Mark III, probably a Mark IV.
It's the best, but there's actually such a difference. Like the one that I borrowed was a Mark II, and then I had bought him a Mark III, and I'm like, God, there's such a difference in
Honestly,
these
what an
photos.
upgrade for him.
Well, I had to.
Lose
They
it
didn't
all the
even, I
time.
couldn't find a Mark II.
You're like on
The
eBay.
Mark II was more expensive.
Literally, like, I mean, girl math, but I'll be like, well, if I take like X amount of photos, that's only $1 a photo.
That is so real.
I think of that with vlogging. I'm like, well, if I post this many vlogs, then I can do this and I can do that.
Oh, everything's free. Like I make everything free in my head. I'm like, well,
sure.
Coachella was free.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
because I vlogged it.
Yeah.
And like that just feels
Did we make anything close to what we spent? No.
not at all.
But I vlogged it.
But it makes sense.
But I justify everything that way, and sometimes I'll spend money before I get it. Like not like
You know it's coming.
yeah, and so it's cancels out, and it's like that. Just my money just never existed. Hello.
That is like the epitome of girl math, though.
That does make sense about the overdrafting credit card.
Yeah, so that was a long time ago. I'm a little better off now, but I still to this day I'll be like, okay, well I can spend this much money because I'm about to get paid that much money, and if I spend it before it's here, I never got it.
Yeah, it never existed.
It was not real.
Girl math.
And then all the things that show up at my door were free.
Oh, it's like returns. It's like if I return it and then I have credit, that's free.
Well, yeah.
Or cash.
That's
Cash is
that's
also
not
free
even girl
money.
math. That's just like, that's literal
That's
common
just
sense.
fact. Yeah.
Anyone else would like send it, or especially even Venmo sometimes, like it feels like it's like free money, but it's not.
What's in my Apple wallet right now? I have like thousands of dollars in my Apple wallet. I'm like, where'd this come from?
You're
I'm
like,
like
woo!
free money. Like obviously
It's not. You could send it back to the bank.
That's what I did for my AdSense and my TikTok. Both just go straight to my savings account because that's just like I don't even know what it is ever. So I'm like, wow, like it's going on.
Yeah. I really should be doing that. I didn't know I could change it over.
Yeah, you can set it up to just go straight to the savings.
Beautiful.
I'm like,
I will be doing that later.
I love it. I'm trying not to be such a spender, but lately I've been going through a little bit of a patch.
What's like one of the last things you bought outside Coachella vibes?
Well, yesterday I did like I went so crazy online because I decided that I'm going to completely change my vibe to like super girly.
Oh my God, love it.
So I bought, I'm not doing so well yet, but
it's in the mail.
yeah, it's on the way. Next time you see me, I will be in a dress.
Cute.
But I love that for like spring and summer.
Me too. That's what it was. I wore like a dress one day of Coachella and I was like, this is my new personality. It's going to be dresses and boots.
You know what? Like
The white one? So cute.
I remember having so cute.
And it was so easy. I was like, oh my God, this is because it's easier than putting this together. I'm like,
more comfortable.
hello, check this one out.
I love because also you don't have to think about it. You just throw it on. You're good to go. I remember because I love dresses too. The actual moment that my mind decided to become a girly dress girl was after watching High School Musical 3. Are you guys Disney girlies? Did you?
I'm such a Disney
Okay,
girly.
good. The specific scene of Vanessa Hudgens on the rooftop with like when they're doing "Can I Have This Dance?" You know, he's like lifting and spinning her.
100%.
That literally, like, I think I was going into my senior year of high school. I was like, all I'm going to wear are dresses. So I went to Nordstrom Rack and bought every dress I could to only wear dresses, and that changed me as a woman.
Someone
I
goes,
love it.
Vanessa? Oh, sorry, Rem.
Well, it's because in my head I feel really girly, but I'm always wearing a t-shirt and jeans. I'm like, well, hello, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna start matching my vibe to my personality.
I like that.
Thank you.
I love
but
a
really,
dress girl.
it's really just me being lazy. I'm like one item.
Yeah.
I have to put on.
two.
One item.
Steal.
What a good deal.
And it's a dress, so it in my head is cheaper
Than top and
than
bottom.
a top and bottom. So it makes more sense to spend more on a dress than you would
Where'd you buy your dresses?
I bought them all from Free People in Anthropology.
Very nice.
So that not only is it girly, but it's like I'm gonna be like almost like boho about it. Like just wait, you guys are not even gonna be ready for
Oh,
this.
I
You're
can't
back
wait
in
for
the
this
Coachella
rebrand.
field.
I know, and I'm trying to be like I'm also doing like a cowgirl situation lately.
Oh, I love with the boots. Yeah.
That's why I have a horse on my shirt.
Oh my god.
So nobody's ready. I'm like, yeehaw.
Yeah. Wait, that's so fucking good. I'm really similar. I'm like all or nothing. So I'm like, okay, if we're doing this, we're doing this.
But here's the problem is, well, I don't know if you're like this, but I'll change my mind. And then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with all these dresses? And I'll like change my mind. Or I'll be like talking to some new guy and I'm like, and he's not a cowboy.
He's like a motorcycle. Like you're like, oh
so
shit.
now I'm in a biker outfit.
You're in a full leather latex suit.
It is. I like, oh God. I'm like, what mental illness is that? I'm like, just adapting your whole personality to whatever guy
we
you like.
all do that to some extent.
That's a part of like the girly experience.
You guys are really validating me.
I think that we're
Careful.
Like I'm a little. Actually, I'm like maybe
The blind leading the blind.
No, literally, my friend was over the other day and she was telling me all about this guy, her ex, who like whatever, it was horrible. And I was like, fuck him. And then she was like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. I kind of was the problem. And I was like, oh, what do you need from me right now? Like I will be
Let
like,
me know what energy you want.
I'm like, whatever. It was really funny.
That's my favorite thing to do. Like all of a sudden he's like back on the roster and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I love him. I can't help it.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
I'm like, thank you guys so much for having me. I love you guys.
I mean, anything you want to end with? I feel like you're really killing it right now. Like, do you want to speak anything out into the universe?
I'm going to speak out. If you are a man and you have a lot of money and you're very good looking and you're watching this podcast, slide into my DMs.
And you have a talent.
And you're talented and you have 2 alive parents. And it's actually fine if they're dead, but they just have to actually be dead.
Yeah. We just need honesty here.
We need the death certificate.
We need,
That's
we need the birth certificate.
just a couple, just small little things.
I know. I'm gonna run background checks on all my men from now on.
As
I'm like,
honestly-
Australian, prove it.
As you should. As you should.
Any specific talent that we're looking for that we like prioritize over
It could be a Rubik's Cube. Okay. I don't care what it is. Just be good at something because I'm sure not.
And with that, everyone go follow Brooke. Where can they follow you?
Brooke Schofield on everything.
Oh, wow, jealous.
No, I'm Brooke Schofield 1 on TikTok.
It's okay. I'm sure you pop up when someone.
But you know who has Brooke Schofield? Me.
I was gonna say, is it a different
And I
account
lost,
that we
and
could
I lost the
get into?
password. I'm like, give it back.
I'm sorry, your manager of all people should be able to fix that.
I know. I'm like, but he's working on Charlie.
You're like, I'm a little lower on the list.
I'm sorry, no. I feel like you guys are right up here together.
That is so nice, but
Obviously.
that is so not true.
We really are yes girls. We're like,
I know,
yeah,
now-
you are.
now
You know
That's
he's
fine.
the reason that this podcast exists?
That's what he told me,
Yeah.
but sometimes I don't believe him because he also told me he started base luggage, which I also
He
believe.
did, actually. I swear to God, every time I see base stuff, I'm like, damn,
I know.
Greg, good for you.
I remember
He really is so amazing.
I
does so
remember
much.
when it first started, he was like, I'm starting this luggage brand, like it's gonna blow up. And I was like, luggage? Like,
No,
that's so random.
It's base.
It's base.
Yeah. I just remember thinking like, oh, that's a weird market.
I know, but I guess
I look at it
no
now.
one's really tapped
I
in.
know, exactly.
I think
Shay
about
Mitchell's killing it.
All the time.
I know. What if I started like shower heads or something? Like something so
Jolie,
random.
yeah.
Ask him.
Oh, fuck.
Ask him, he's on it.
All right. Well,
We love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are so excited that you came on. Please come back anytime. Obviously, we would love to have you and Tana back too. Well, Tana on you back. And we will catch you guys next week with a new episode. And if you've made it to the very end, what should they comment?
I love shower heads.
Yeah, put a little shower emoji. I love it. Okay, we love you guys. Bye.